Yo, bar, everything good? Yes, I connect to the cells. A bank account have to be approved. Yo, bar. People, worldwide, million, trillion, billion years to come. This audio was recorded at Henderson 1924 Farmers, and Donald Trump was still the president, and a lot of crazy things was happening. And this is 2026, and we're moving on to a new time. The time I did this audio, snow was falling, and it was not supposed to be falling because we are in January. We are moving on into spring. Yo, what? Everything good? Now I want you to check this lever. What I'm gonna tell you. It's hard to believe, but if you want a certain way of thinking, you will understand. I did this audio for people who confused and who do not understand certain things. This is something I study. The ones who play the living on the dead that suck in human energy. And first, we're gonna start off with spiritual forces and who are the one behind spiritual forces. When you die, there's a certain type of human that can move around in the living and the dead, but there's only chosen few. The rest of them is a species. You know, a lot of things that you think don't talk, like animals and insects. And there's a talking version for it. Understand your cats, and all of those things have talked. Superior cats, superior dogs, and superior cows and wolves and lions and all these things. And they could take on human form and comes to the living. But you have to understand a certain levels of the spirit and the dead, and the living and the dead. Understand? And what I realize that a lot of people do not realize is they feed on human energy. Understand? And there was a time where the animal used to mate with the human in the living. And they was also playing the living and the dead and the insect and the species and all different type of creations of the Lord used to does that. And so what happened now, they did come up with a law of the heavens. It came up with a law with the species and the animals that first stopped mating with human. It was going against their creation and it was making it malfunction. So what happened now? They didn't listen when the heavens get hand on the laws onto the species. They didn't listen. And this is the time when animals used to talk. I said this in some of my cameras and they removed it from the web. And what happened now, I'll back it up before I get into that. If you want to, the cameras and that they delete, you ask for them in the port wall. What happened now, the time now passed. And that time when the animals was talking and communicating with humans, like I said, they didn't listen. So what the master did, which is the heavens, they dumbed the animals. You understand? They dumbed the animals. A lot of people don't realize they dumbed them, and that's what caused that. But they moved them to a different timeline. If you understand a timeline, there's a timeline where species walk and talks and does that. And so what happened now, you have some rude one. Now, if you have an energy like an eye power, they could use the spiritual worms and take your eye power. And even when they're in the dead zone, they do it from the dead zone, and they do it from a different dimension. So if you have an eye, like you could see things different, write different, see things different, they could actually, like, literally log on to your eye and take that eye strength that you got. Understand? And another thing they could do is also take your listening powers. That's why a lot of people go deaf. And when they take your listening power, their deaf power, they use it. They connect to it and use it. That's come from your astral. You understand? And when you see a lot of people go blind, they have their eye power. If you do not know what's astral is the dimensions of your body. They live inside your body. Understand? But it's supposed to be a secret that kept secret. But when they want to fall the earth, they make it be well known. You understand? So astral can be in your toes, your knee, your leg, your heart, your head, your hair, There's a dimension for it, and they live in it. So when you die, that they're still in it. This is why you'll be seeing ghosts in the yard, and ghosts into into the graveyard. But what you don't realize is the dimensions of your body, they still live in it. This is why I say some people have head tumor. And if you was a rich person, you notice you come down with a arm problem. If you're gonna get wealthy, you will have an arm problem. And what this arm will do is pain you, and you can't take the pain. It's a spike. The spiritual realms who does that, and also the astral realms, where they live into your body. How they enter it through your eardrum, through your vagina, through your balls, through your heart. Understand? And they also have log on to your heart and make you have heart problem. This is when they take your heart. They suck the energy from your heart. And how this goes, they have technology that does that, invincible technology, and they use invincible force that does that. Now, if these things happening to you, the best thing to do is see a spiritual healer. A spiritual healer probably give you candles and different type of way, and hold a certain bar to stop it. And they have power bars that remove the forces from it. Now, one of the things I want to tell you, man, America now have this thing called Alzheimer. But what I realize, all the spiritual realms and the ghost realms, and that they play the living on the dead dimension, they feed on our drilling and they suck our energy. So what happened now? If you're a smart person and you notice you are forgetful, you are going to one of that. If you have a child that taking long to learn, and the child, they say he have a mental problem. No, it's they taking the child mind. God wouldn't create life that retarded or dumb or stupid. They have it, and they do not want them to reach a certain level, so they log on and connect to it. I have experience with this. Believe me, I am a guy that write lyrics. Understand? And I'm checking myself, and I notice it's happening to me. So where I'm at this location is happening to me. So I tell it. And how I did it, I checked the time when I was down in Florida, in Lehigh. And as I wake up in the morning, in 10 minutes I could have write a song. But I noticed I'm being forgetful, and then I'm not listening to the American way, because I'm a spiritual person. And I'm a person that wander, and I'm a person that explore. And I realize that your mind, which is your pineal gland, because in your pineal gland, they could live in your pineal gland, and they could be in the present in another dimension and taking your mind. And once they connect to your mind, they could go somewhere else and do whatever you ask, because some of us have powers and energy, and they're using that power and energy to do something else. You understand? So your mind, which is my America called Alzheimer disease, is not those things. Those not those happen to you like that. It's someone connect to it and sucking it. Understand? And using your mind. When you forget, they're using your mind. Believe me, the Creator of the Lord and the Most High God would never create human to have Alzheimer or any disease that come down onto you. Understand? They are connecting to it and using it, so you're forgetful. So the best thing to do when you have a problem like that, man, once you start to forgetful, you have to see a spiritual healer. I'm telling you, it's not something you just say, well, I'm going to stop it. You have a spiritual healer, comes in all different ways. You just wake up and hold a lot of shower and wash your hair regular. And you got to watch what type of product you use into your home when you start to do that, because sometimes they could pollute it. Understand? It's very dangerous, man. It's a lot of things you got to wake up to. You have to wake up to the invincible forces. You have to wake up to forces that been around before you. And you have to wake up to those ones that play the living and the dead. You understand? There's a world out here that you can't see, and they're moving and doing things. And in everything, there's good and everything is bad. Because not everyone in the living and the dead is evil and crooked. No. Some of them is good behaving people like me and you are, and Any other person just want to do good, but you got to have the bad one who attacking the human energy. You understand? So when the human energy being attacked upon as far as your mind, you have to wake up. When they have your heart, you won't find love because they suck out the energy from your heart. Instead, when they have your soul, you're just lazy. They suck your soul. They suck it to death. Understand? And you have to wake up to those energy, man. If you have a skill, they will suck the skills. Writing skill, talking skill, fixing skill. If it's going to make a history or so, they will take it from you. And how they do that, they will just suck it. You just don't want to do it. Instead, you have it in your mind to do it, but you just don't want to do it. You understand that? And these are some of the things that I analyze of myself and other people. And also, you're calm. They will take your calm. You're humble. You know, when you're humble, calm, and humble, they also have powers that take your calm. And if you do not believe in astrals and they kind of can take your mind and live with your mind, and your mind is gone. And well, I'm trying to tell you, this is what I experience, and this is what I do. Whenever something I experience, million, trillion, billion years from now, I was just telling you what it is. Understand? To do a visual camera to this one, I'm not gonna do that. This is the audio version. Let somebody else explain it to you. But remember though, they could live in your heart, in your lungs, in your belly, in your kidney. If you have a problem with those things, you have to first check the spiritual healer first. Understand? If you have an Alzheimer, forgetful problem, what you need to do, check the healer first. Moment it start to happen, some people say go take a pill. Go to the doctor for no. Try the spiritual healer first to make sure. Understand? I'm not saying someone can put something in your brain. I'm not saying that disease can come down on you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you got to do the spiritual realms first, because there's some powers beyond us what they didn't teach us that are affecting the human race. You understand? And the way it's affecting them, they don't see like that. They're looking to the wrong person for it. And I say not everything your doctor can fix, and not everything a spiritual healer can fix. Sometimes you have to fix it yourself. But the best thing to do is to wake up and study what's the astral, and study if your mind can be connected to from a spiritual realms, and study if they could have your mind and kill your mind. Study if they could take your mind from you and then you lose your mind. Study if they could take your eyes and you just go blind. Now we don't just go blind like that. Something make us blind. You understand? You got to remember what I told you. But anyway, remember this is the beginning at the top of the year in America where I was. And it's 2026, January 1st, I did this audio. And look out for more acapella and check out my albums. I think I'm going to have surprise upon them to come. Yo, boy.